My name's Elizabeth Morse. I'm 21 years old and I live in a small part of Lincolnshire. I enjoy going to festivals and concerts and have 2 dogs who I absolutely adore. I'm just about to go into my 3rd year of uni studying performing arts, and I dream of a career in either theatre or television if I'm lucky enough. But compared to most people my age, my life plays out a little differently. I have 4 health conditions which affect every part of my body and my life, and can make this journey of trying to graduate a bit unpredictable. I have 4 main health conditions. So the first one I have is a genetic condition called Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, and it basically, in really basic terms, means my collagen is really stretchy, so all my joints are stretchy and sometimes can move out of place. A lot of people dislocate, luckily, only my rib and my shoulder dislocates. The other condition is mast cell activation syndrome, which makes me allergic to pretty much everything. I also have another condition called POTS, which stands for postural orthostatic tachycardia syndrome. That's basically come from the EDS and is basically when I stand up, my blood vessels don't close like normal people's, so all my blood shoots down to my feet, and I'm left with no blood in my head, which then makes my blood pressure drop, heart rate goes up, and I end up on the floor. And the last condition I have is called functional movement disorder, which is basically where my brain has so much to deal with all these other conditions that sometimes it just can't do it anymore and needs a bit of a break, so it kind of doesn't really know what to do with my body anymore. So I get shakes and things in my limbs, and sometimes I'll paralyse. My brain just says, I've had enough, I don't want to do it anymore, just give me a few hours rest. You just sit there paralysed and I'll just rest. The goal at the end of 3rd year is of course to graduate, but due to my health conditions, I have to overcome challenges not faced by others. For example, my fat bag days caused by my TPN, chronic pain, unstable joints, dizziness, and many more symptoms exacerbated by the physicalness of my course. Trying to overcome these with the help of doctors, friends and family can be hard, but by just not giving in, I'm determined to graduate and not let the condition win. So uni things are a bit different if you're ill or disabled. Things like social life, dating, the actual course itself can be a bit different. So with social life, if you want to go out to a club, it can be a bit hard if you're disabled because you've got the pain and the tiredness. And there's also the accessibility to clubs. If you're in a wheelchair, if you can't walk upstairs, a lot of clubs are up or downstairs. When it comes to dating at uni, it can be a bit hard, but then when you do find somebody, you have to think, well, do I tell them that I'm ill, or do I not tell them that I'm ill? You know, do you go on a first date and go, hi, I'm Elizabeth and I've got XYZ, or do you meet up with them, have a nice date, and then when do you tell them that you're ill? I'm incredibly lucky to have a strong support network of family and a few close friends who I know I can rely on. One of my closest and best friends is Johanna, who I've come to see today to get her insight into how my conditions might affect her, how she sees me, and our friendship. You're quite a good person to talk about hospital with because you don't get freaked out about it.
Oh yeah, no, don't
a lot of people I know, as soon as you bring up like hospital or anything else, they're like, oh.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. I remember we were was it after Doppelganger?
Yeah.
When you had to have the heart.
The port.
Yeah. And you were like, so just to warn you, and I was like, you know what? There's nothing that can freak me out.
No.
Like absolutely nothing.
So I never really asked you what you thought about my conditions or anything, or how much you know, because I never really tell people exactly what's going on.
But I don't know. When we were in that group project, after like knowing each other for 3 months or so, that was really the first time I actually knew that there was something bigger in the background. But I really never knew what it was. And it was some serious or bigger thing. And I think but I was just like, 'cause you were pretty normal about it, you know. You weren't like making a big deal out of it or anything. You were just like, you know, like one of us. And you never brought it up or anything. I was like, yeah, well, she has something, but she's cool with it. You know, she just wants to be one of us. And we're like, yeah, sure. I mean, you are. But when you came with the tube to Doppelganger, it was obviously, it became more visible. Yeah. And people started to ask questions all of a sudden. Yeah. And even before that I knew you had something, but I thought it was something that just gets slightly worse.
Yeah.
So and obviously you couldn't like eat anymore, and yeah, it really changes how people treat you when they actually see something. They don't really think about it when they don't see anything. They're just like, you know.
Yeah.
There must be some reason, but like they really never think about it.
Yeah.
Until they see something.
Yeah, and it's like that with everyone, I think. A lot of people, like, don't take you seriously, really, unless you've got a known condition.
Yeah.
You've got a condition that everyone's heard of, like diabetes or something.
Oh, yeah.
Then everyone's like, oh, yeah,
cool.
I know what that is. And
they know what to do with it.
Yeah, and they, like, take you seriously. But when you've got a condition that, like, most people can't pronounce, or you've got, like, a few of them, or they're really complicated. You can't just explain it like, oh, I have this, and in one sentence you can explain it. People don't really, not that they don't take it seriously, I don't think they just understand it. But
well, exactly.
But then when they see you something, they're like, oh, I didn't realise it was that bad. Like, I know with lecturers and things, I've struggled when I've been like, oh, I've got a cold, I can't come in. But it's like, it's not just a cold, it's like a cold on top of...
Cold that can risk your life, actually.
And on top of, like, everything, and I'm not just, like, sat at home with Netflix with tissues.
Exactly.
I'm, like, properly ill, so I kind of...
You're actually in a hospital.
But then you can't... But then it is kind of just a cold in a way.
I remember it was really hard, like, whenever it was, like, Christmas, or you had a birthday, or something, I was like, oh, so I wanted to get you a cake. I so wanted to get you a cake, but I was like, no, you know, well, I had to think, then I was like, oh my god, I can't get you a cake.
It's fine, I could just, like, sniffed it, it's fine.
Yeah, well, that as well, but that would be really mean.
Over the past 6 years, I've spent many days in and out of hospital. But this last year, I've spent many more days in hospital than I would like. As much as I hate going into hospital or even going to the appointments, unfortunately, it is a necessary part of my condition. And since being put on the TPN, my number of appointments at Addenbrooke's has gone up. From having to go and have the port implanted in the vascular access area, to having to go and have regular appointments to check the levels of my blood. The staff there are brilliant though, and make you feel warm and welcome. So this is the other side of my life, the hospital side, the not so glamorous, not so social side. As you can see, we're at Addenbrooke's Hospital. Not every 20-something-year-old spends their life, or most of their life, in hospital. For some, people haven't even been in hospital. My brother, for example, he's 25 and has never spent a night in hospital, never had a blood test, never done anything like that. But for me, it's kind of a normal part of life now. 6 years I've been ill. And for those 6 years I've been in and out of hospital, different appointments, different procedures, operations, tests, treatments, everything. So now you've seen the highs and lows of living with a chronic illness and trying to go to university, and seen what hospital life as a 20-something-year-old is really like. Thank you all for watching my little video about my life, and if you'd like to find out more, you can visit our Instagram and Facebook page at Living With Presents, or follow me personally on Instagram. Thank you all, and I hope you look forward to seeing the next episode.